Hello guys, welcome back. This is Jimmy, and today I want to talk about 5 things that I didn't enjoy while playing Battlefield 1 for the past 2 years. Now, we are just a couple of weeks from the official release of Battlefield 5, and there are quite a few things that I just can't take from Battlefield 1. BF1 for me is a good game, but this doesn't mean that I will just talk good things about it on my channel. There are a few things that keep me from enjoying it to its full potential, and I'm going to start with unbalanced matches. Battlefield 1 suffered from this at its beginning, but also this is a problem that still lingers to this day, where you can have a team of 10 players versus a team of 5 or maybe 3 players on the opposing team, and this is something that still keeps on happening today. Sure, DICE has implemented a team balancer in the game, and I don't know if this is working right or not. Every now and then I will receive a notification on the chat section telling me that teams are imbalanced and it will be fixed in a couple of seconds or so. A couple of seconds pass and I cannot really tell if changes have been made after checking the scoreboard to see if new players have been added from the opposing team or just new players entering the game. Sometimes this can become frustrating for the team that has the disadvantage. The majority of these players end up just rage quitting or changing teams, and I'm guilty of this as well. And I can tell from my personal experience that every time you're in the team that has the clear advantage over the opposing team, it can become quite boring because there are just not enough people to play with. The second thing that kept me from enjoying this game was constant server crashes. In the past couple of months, this issue has stopped for me, and I haven't experienced this problem again, though people still keep complaining till this day that for some reason their game crashes in the middle of the round. And for me, this used to happen before a match, after, or even at the end of the round. This was frustrating for those who are having a great match and all of a sudden the game stops working. The only thing that was left was to find the server you were in, hope to be placed in the same team, and beg for the server not to crash again on you when you were on a high streak. I can't remember if this problem was fixed just a few months ago, but it's worth mentioning in this video because it ruined a lot of my moments and stopped me from coming back and play it for almost a month. The third thing that I didn't like was the unlocking system, and I mean for weapons, camos, gadgets, and I'm not going to mention dark tags or stuff because I care about the three things that I just mentioned. I feel like weapon unlocks were a little bit lacking, and so was the way that they were supposed to be unlocked. For me, the majority of the assignments were too much tedious and no fun at all. I prefer assignments that are more grindy, if you can say it like that. Like getting 100 kills with this gun and then get another 50 kills with this attachment or variant of this other weapon, and not something like destroy a behemoth with a knife, kill 2 enemy players with a cable, etc. I can remember well which weapon, but it was I'm sure it was an LMG, and to unlock it you had to destroy an enemy plane, and for me that was just awful. If I remember correctly, it took me a day to unlock it because everybody was shooting at the sky at everything that moved. I hope that I have made my point clear because this is something that I not want to go through again in Battlefield 5.
We have lost objective Edward.
Heading to number 4, and this is obvious and probably you were expecting it, and that is explosive spam. I can tell how many times I have died in this game from some kind of indirect firearm or type of explosive. The amount of explosives that I have seen during my gaming sessions are for me just something that made me want to quit the game or find another lobby. The only place where this problem seemed to be fixed was the hardcore game mode, where almost nobody was playing support, so the amount of explosive spam and that game mode was perfect for me. During the Battlefield 5 beta test, I didn't experience grenade spam, so for me that means good news. This is another thing that is keeping me hyped for the new game, where gunplay is going to be the emphasis for the player. Customization is one of the last things that I want to talk about. Probably because of the World War I theme, certain aspects of the game could not be customized. I think that soldier customization could have been a great addition to this game to compensate for the lack of weapon customization. Many said that because of the theme on where this game was being focused, not too much could be done to the weapons available, so this is why we got weapon variants and tons of skins instead. This is another thing that I didn't like about this game. At the end of the day, it's just a video game, and I don't care if it is historically accurate or not. I just want to have fun creating my class to play in the way that I see fit. I don't want to be forced to play in a certain way where I cannot play to my strengths because I'm not playing with the correct weapon for the right situation. I want to be able to customize my weapon so it can be playable in the map that I'm currently at. And this is something that I really enjoy from Battlefield 4, where I could customize my weapon regardless if it was meant to be played for long range engagements, where I could use a sniper and get rid of the long range scope and use iron sights to adapt it to a close quarters map, or use an SMG and customize it to be more accurate at medium range with a 4x scope and grips. But I don't know, these are just some of the things that I didn't like in Battlefield 1. Probably you have your own things that you would like to share. Please put it on the comment section down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing for more Battlefield and gaming related topics. This is Jimmy. Have a great day.